you guys made your way over to the Fruff enclosure that they seemed like they got loose from and are running around. Here, I'll put on this other music that seems more like they're running around. And then there are, of course, tourists that some are like, ah, like running because they're scared. Other people, like, maybe are a little bit interested. There's some kids like, oh, they're soft. You know, like the little girl who going more towards them. And yeah, these are just dog-sized, maybe, or I guess maybe like wolf-sized creatures, but all fluffy with little goat horns and little hooves. As you look about at the chaos, Toby, you notice that a little Tato nearby seems to form something out of ice and try to chuck it right at you. It hurls through the air, almost hitting you before a Tato mage hand grabs it out of the air, stopping it right before it hits you and crushes it in its hand. The one that threw it looks at you very determined and seeming like they got something out for you, while another Tato climbs out from around your shoulder that did the mage hand and just gives you a thumbs up with it before rolling off of you.
I give Covert a high five on my shoulder.
Yeah, they give you a high five.
I love how many different people are like trying to counteract things. Like Demon's like eyeball ice, and then Covert's like, no, not today.
The potatoes are just gonna go at war with each other.
Look, apparently V Demon is my
Tato's
arch
civil war.
nemesis, which I didn't think was gonna happen from the Tatoes.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, you notice the one that threw the ice ball was the one that always gives you guys the eyeballs.
Okay, so the way that we're starting this off is going to be super fun for me.
Yes.
And can I have, it won't be you this time, Toby, you're welcome. Can I have Sparrow, can I have Clio make a dexterity check as
Yes.
all of this chaos is going on? A Fruff is going to run right at your leggies, trying to just boop you over.
Yep, and as it happens, the same Tato that threw the ice ball manages to fire off another little ice spell that just barely hits Toby, doing 1 cold damage.
Oh.
Yeah,
Just
like
one
they
Tato.
did like a different, like the first one missed, so then they kind of rolled over and shot a different one, which just barely got you. Oh, good, now there's chaos magic.
17 on that dex check.
Ooh, okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. So, you manage to dodge out of the way. It's kind of like you guys walk up on the scene of chaos. There's doggos going everywhere. There are people screaming, trying to run past as you guys get your bearing. And Cleo kind of standing to the side of the crew a little bit. A giant Fruff, so a very large Fruff that has very big horns, kind of barrels into you like you would think like a sheep or a goat or something with its horns down. But you manage right at the last second to dodge out of the way as it continues to charge past you towards a crowd of people. You can do with that what you will.
Yes.
But yes, there are I almost said Tatos. Honestly, that too. Actually, I could totally imagine there are probably some Tatos that are riding these doggos that are like doo 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 doo.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And the little girl screams out, and she's like, "Finally, some action! Yeah!" And then she like starts running into the chaos, and she starts trying to grab Fruffs. So she's picking up the little puppy versions, and she's like, "I got it, Dad!" And then
The dad is trying to like wade through all this stuff, like, oh no, no, like trying to get through there to stop it from happening.
So there's like clearly more Fruffs than the enclosure can handle, right?
It's that they spilled out. The door was left open, but you guys have no idea why. And they're just like coming out of it and running around. There's like some of them that are attacking somebody who is selling ice cream. And they're just taking all of the ice cream and shoving their head into the container of it. And the person's going, "Oh no!" And then there's another Fruff that's chasing somebody that had a bunch of balloons. And yeah, they're just going everywhere. So you don't even know where to start. But
Is there is there water, like a significant source of water nearby?
Yes, there is, because you guys are not that far from the little pond that Twinkle was dropped into, like, earlier. So you could definitely get access to that.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see where
Neat.
we are.
Yeah.
Shape water, and I'm just gonna block off one of the Fruff's exit points with a big old sheet of ice
Ooh.
I like that.
straight up.
So are you blocking off said enclosure so less Fruffs get out, or are you blocking them off so that they don't go further away, the ones that are already left?
The ones that are I don't want them to go further away.
Okay.
The ones that have already left.
Okay. So then I will say you probably block off that top path there. It's kind of just below Cloud Dancer on the map. So, there's a bunch of paths that lead all over the place, and there's railing around a lot of the pathways. And you make a large sheet of ice. And so now a lot of those Fruffs turn around and start trying to head towards the other pathway.
Oh wait, is this sheet of ice you created? Do you imagine it very just like smooth, no blemishes, like ice that's right up, or is it like rough at all?
It would be like, think of it like icicle wall rather than just like a smooth sheet of ice.
Okay. I mean, Fruffs can climb.
Could I
That's why.
can I use thaumaturgy to make a dog whistle sound?
Yes.
Yeah.
The one that we can't hear and only
Yeah.
dogs can
It would be really funny to see you cast something and then nothing, like, they don't hear anything. And then you're sitting there like,
And then the dogs are like, ah!
Would Toby hear this?
Oh,
Oh.
I'm curious, who of us would be able to hear it?
How is a Scruddle's sense of sound?
I should. However good a capybara sense
yeah,
of sound
somebody
is.
Google, can a capybara hear a dog whistle?
Yeah.
The things that you Google during a session, I swear.
Oh yeah.
It's always normal stuff. That's all that.
Beavers have. Capybaras have outstanding hearing.
Oh, I think that would probably. Yeah, I'd say the dog whistle would affect Toby too then.
So I feel like she like does this with her hand.
Yeah.
She like puts it up against her mouth and just blows, but most people can't hear it. But she's trying to get the dogs, like all the Fruff's attention.
Ooh, okay.
Roll for fluff attention, and then also, how does Toby respond to this? Everybody else hears nothing, but then you just hear this high pitched like.
Maybe
whistle.
we should have Toby make like a con save to see how well they deal with this.
That's fun.
Sure, I'll do
Is
it.
that animal handling?
Yes, I would say. Oh, and also, if you need it, Vidi, I believe you have. You were given inspiration. If you need it,
Let you know if I need it.
you also got an alliance buff.
You got a lot.
Yeah, so let us know if you need something. Let us know. But
I'm gonna take that. Advantage.
oh, okay.
Can I
I
just
just rolled that one.
go around picking up Fruffs with the little girl as her deputy?
Yes.
Over.
Thank you for the.
100%. How do you imagine you're doing that? Like, are you just going next to her and picking them up? Or are you like holding her as she's holding them? Or
Well, it depends. If it's like an area that needs to be reached, I'll help her. And, hold,
oh,
and then like my second arms can like hold the Fruffs that she has already.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine that everybody's kind of spreading out, trying to handle the situation. Twinkle is blowing into a whistle. Clio is creating a wall. Then all of a sudden, Fruffs begin to, and David reminded me, they actually have a really good capability to scale things. Because they're like those crazy goats that scale just
Like
sheer
straight
cliff
cliffs.
faces. So they start trying to scale things, including the ice wall and stuff. So I imagine any that are getting high up, Ellie is like lifting the little girl, and the little girl is like pulling the smaller ones, and then Ellie can grab like some of the bigger
Slowing
ones.
them down for sure.
Yeah.
Though I would say.
Okay, so what was the situation with the whistle?
Toby got a 23 on the con save. So I
Ooh.
would say you definitely hear it, Toby, and it's probably one of those like, oh, that's kind of annoying, but it's not like earth-shattering and you're immobilized now. It's more like, can you turn that down? Like,
And then what did you get for the animal handling?
I got a 9.
Oh, let me double triple check that you don't
have any extra goodies. Oh man, anybody want to give Twinkle anything? I don't know how many redeems are left
I
open.
love potatoes so much.
Also, Toby, you were healed for 1 point of damage, by the way. So that cold damage you took earlier,
Was reversed.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like so many of them were used on Toby earlier. I don't know if any are currently available.
We got Mo has some, Toby has some, let's see, Sparrow has some.
Oh, Covert said, I make Twinkle think she got advantage.
How do you do that with an illusion spell? What does that even look like?
I actually know how to work this
you got
in.
this?
I
Okay.
got this.
Okay, go for it.
So, Covert, first, you're a butt, but also that's hilarious. Twinkle, I imagine you do this whistle and you feel pretty confident that this is gonna work. And then suddenly you see as a fruff comes up to you and it looks you in the face and you feel a connection with said fruff and it wags its tail, and as you reach out, your hand goes through it, and then you just see a little Tato that's just kind of like, heh, and then it runs away. And as you look up from that scenario and you make eye contact with all the other fruffs that are now stampeding towards you, but they don't seem quite as just calm and friendly as the one that you imagined.
Oh, wait, if this changes anything, her roll,
Get a trade roll.
yeah, her roll was traded to a 10.
Ooh, okay.
+4, so 14.
Oh, you guys. Okay, so all of these fruffs, I know, right? All of these fruffs begin charging and stampeding directly towards Twinkle. They seem to not know exactly where the sound came from, so it's not specifically you, but it's kind of your direction.
Wait, I want to roll and see what direction they run towards.
Like in there?
No, like towards the players.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna sign some numbers here. Oh wait,
It still went Twinkle.
it still went towards Twinkle.
But anyway, so there's generally like a lot of the fruffs going towards the group now. So whereas they were scattered, they were all just kind of running.
That's good
you
though.
guys.
Got them more condensed in one place.
Can I continue to thaumaturgy and then start running towards their enclosure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's just a cantrip, right? Thaumaturgy, so you can totally yeah, for sure. Are you just still doing the whistle?
Yeah.
Poor Toby's probably just like, oh god, like still just hearing it like,
What is that?
And then Mo, I feel like you weren't able to get too much in this scene. So is there anything your character or Maz's character, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mo was. What are they doing? They were leaving the lab, right? And then they were meeting up with the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you would have walked in, I think, right as this whole group of fruffs was just stampeding.
The floof.
The floof of fruffs.
That's what
You're
they're
right,
called.
I forgot.
That's what a pack of them is
The
called.
pack is called the floof of fruffs.
Yeah.
So this floof of fruffs is running at Twinkle, and they are blocked off from the other exit that you could see, but it's kind of like it started out where you saw one run past you in one direction, and it might have been a little bit like, huh, and then it ran back towards the direction you were walking again, so then it's like runs past, runs back towards, and then you see that they're all stampeding towards Twinkle.
Mo is just like almost a surprise, like first it's like, okay, that's just one, and then coming back, just her eyes are growing, oh, not her eyes, sorry,
yeah,
like she just, I imagine all her tentacles just going up in surprise, and she's going to try and misty step in front of where Twinkle is, and try to like defend them that way. Even if they don't have anything on them, they're just going to just as a reaction, just
Yeah.
get there.
I love it. Okay. And then you don't even have to roll for that because you just appear. So then, Twinkle, what do you do in response to that? So all of a sudden, you're like, okay, they're coming. This is a lot of doggos. And then suddenly, Mo is there next to you, like preparing to somehow block a floof of fluffs.
Yep.
Okay, she's like, oh, Mo, welcome to the party. I'm trying to get them back in their enclosure. If you could just make sure they don't, like, tackle me or something. We need to keep going this way.
This way? Right where you're running, right behind me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
what
direct
happened?
you.
Okay. And Mo's just like this, protecting the quarterback, kind of like, okay, where am I supposed to go?
And then what is Toby doing? So you guys are slowly backing up, and then what is Toby doing?
Toby's got their blanket in front of them and is just trying to like when you're trying to like corral animals like a certain direction, he's like, oh.
Okay, I love
Yes,
it.
that's
I kind
great.
of imagine you on one side, and like the herd is like, the floof of
floof.
Cruffs
Yeah.
is like this, and you're kind of on the side, making it so it's like narrowing in a little bit more, because there's just like a single opening to the enclosure that they're trying to get them in. This is like a game of herding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Summit.
Hi, Summit! Thank you for the raid. Welcome into the interactive campaign. But yes, okay, so then I love that. You're like, go. And then what is Cleo doing? Yes. Now that you have successfully blocked a path and you see them all stampeding towards Twinkle and Mo.
Cleo reaches into the bag behind him, like his backpack, and pulls out a net.
Oh, okay.
Just a common everyday net.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy.
Is it like a butterfly net
I was just gonna
No.
say that.
or like a big like?
Like a fishing.
Okay, that's what.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And,
Totally common every day.
Well, slightly less common than your butterfly net, but just gonna go ahead and try and toss it on some fluffs.
Ooh.
I love that.
Slow them down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just make like a ranged attack roll, I guess, is what that would be.
Okay. So
Let's
it is what it is.
And you get +6 to this roll, by the way.
Okay, well that's a dirty 20 then.
Oh.
Ooh. Thank you for the +6
Oh yes.
from Tatos.
Yes.
Thank you. And I want to say, because you did so well then with that +6, so there were a couple of Tatos that were trying to actively trip
Yes.
the fruffs as they were running. So I imagine it was almost like you timed it perfectly, and a fruff tripped and like whiffed it, and you managed to scoop it and another one up together with your very common, I like that you said that, net.
There are technically two things that are being done to help with the fruffs. One was a trip. Another Tato made a little like squeaky toy type thing out of like ice to distract it. So I say one of them got tripped and the other one was like toy, and then that's when they got like grabbed. So it was like a double like attack with both of them.
I
Yes.
also imagine this tiny little, can you mean the Tato?
Oh yes.
I imagine this tiny little Tato just like holding a little squeaker, because honestly they look like squeaky toys.
They do.
I love that.
I just wanted to make sure that I made it clear that it wasn't like a net +1 or anything.
Yeah. Yep. You got it.
And then what is Ellie doing now that all of this floof of fruffs are running towards Twinkle while being corralled by Toby, while Mo is trying to somehow block Twinkle
And Cleo's
from
like
being
fishing
transferred?
into the crowd of them.
Yep.
Does it
It ain't
kind
much,
of
but
look
it's
like
honest
the
work.
situation's like kind of under control? Like they're all going.
They're being led back towards the entrance, but I mean, it could still go either way, and you know that like Twinkle and Mo are kind of in a potentially dangerous situation, as it's like the stampede is behind them.
Okay.
It doesn't look too bad,
Yeah.
I'm-
For perspective, this is like 14 of these, by the way. that are running around. So it's
Yeah.
a decent number of these
I
doggos.
think I'll stay behind and get the stragglers that don't know what's going on, and they're just like do 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 do, because there's always some of those in a group. And if that doesn't work, I could always make like a laser pointer with like my axe, with like the reflections. Like,
Ah.
cats and
Well,
stuff like
but that might distract you too, right?
Oh, it totally will.
Oh.
You distract yourself. They
Oh.
just turn after all the chaos, and you're still sitting there like,
Okay, are you gonna try to grab some, or are you gonna try to do the laser
I'm
pointer?
gonna get the stragglers.
Okay, you're gonna get the stragglers.
Get the stragglers.
All right, I'd say there's definitely like a couple around. So just make just like a sleight of hand to see if you can just kind
or
of grab.
strength.
Oh, strength could work too.
Yeah.
I can do whatever you feel is needed.
Do a strength check, and I believe you also have +4 to this roll.
Aw, that's nice. Thank you. All right, ready?
Thank you so much for the follow.
How dare you curse me? Well, that would be a total for 9.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh yeah, that's the only one you had for that kind of thing.
Yeah, there's still some sitting waiting in the wings. It looks like for Mo and stuff.
Oh,
I think.
wait.
Yeah.
Distracted by lights.
I'm gonna say because you were such like a big strong bug person that you're still able to pick up one, but you were trying to go like to get more than you could handle. So you were trying to scoop up like 3 at a time, but then that became too much. So you ended up only having 1 as the others kind of like spilled out and stuff like that.
You go get the laundry and like you try to carry it all.
Yeah.
But wait, you know how when it's using the laundry thing that you drop like a couple of socks? Instead, it's like you pick up a few and some of the fluff falls out and they turn into more doggos.
Yes.
So like all of a sudden like fluff squishes out and like falls on the side and then you're like, oh, and then all of a sudden it just like forms together and it's just like ah!
Oh, but they don't get very far though, the ones that turn into that, as a Tato makes a little ice slick right near them and they like and they just like fall and slide, so you're able to pick up them like easily as the Tatos just made sure they didn't get away.
Cute. Okay, so with everybody's positions in
Yes.
mind, I think what I'm going to have is Toby, I'm going to have you make a strength check. Clio, I'm going to have you make a dexterity check to see if you can rally up more. Mo, I'm gonna have you make a, what would that be for sturdiness? I'm
That'd be
gonna
Constitution,
say
if it's
Constitution for sturdiness. And then Twinkle, I'm just gonna have you make a luck check so you don't add anything to that unless the Tatos give you anything. Winky.
But Twinkle does have something, I believe.
Does Twinkle have something?
Twinkle has inspiration.
Or is it an
and
alliance buff?
and a +7 for alliance buff.
Oh dang. Okay, Twinkle is like
So yeah,
sorted.
Yep.
Okay.
Toby also has an alliance buff if they want to use it.
Nice.
I have a
I
plan for once they're in the enclosure.
Oh, okay.
But
got a 15 on the check initially, so
Okay.
Okay.
And then Ellie, you also roll for strength one more time. And then you said a 19.
Oh, Ellie, you're muted.
I'm choosing a different dice for this.
Okay.
Oh, it's much better! Natural 18. From a 2 to an 18.
Nice.
Plus 3 for 21.
Okay. Cool. So then we have 19, 21, and then what was yours again, Viddy?
15.
15. And then what did Cleo get?
15 as well.
Ooh, you guys are rolling spicy.
Oh,
And then what was Twinkle's?
18.
Ooh.
so technically, Toby's was
About an-
a 19 because they were given +4 for
You're
their
always giving Toby
inspiration.
stuff.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
I think
I'll be left behind. It's fine.
and
Hey, you rolled a 15.
in addition, and then Moz was given a +2 as well.
Yeah.
So a 21, I think, is what Moz
Yeah,
got
'cause-
instead.
19 plus 2.
Yep. I think that's.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez.
Oh yeah, and then Twinkle had up that like
Yeah.
7 in the inspiration. So like,
Yeah, there was a lot.
yeah,
This Ellie is full of sturdiness.
yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, so the scene plays out. There
Yes.
are fruffs stampeding inward. There are people being corralled by the not owner but manager. Gentleman, he's kind of corralling the people while you guys are dealing with the
While
doggos.
holding his daughter.
She's still free, David.
Oh, she's
Let
still
her be
free?
free. This is my spirit animal. It's a crazy.
He tried to hold her, but then she like monkey like spider climbed. Like,
Yes.
around him.
I like that. And then she's like, yeah.
Yeah.
She lands on a fruff.
Yeah, as it goes, and he's like, oh, like,
Anyway, and then Toby manages to corral some of the fruffs to make sure that they are in fact following Twinkle and Mo into the enclosure. And all of the stragglers are being grabbed by both Cleo and Ellie. You guys are successfully wrangling them up in your different ways, between Ellie just like literally scooping them up and holding them, and then Cleo's just netting them, which is hilarious. I love just
yeah,
Yeah, that's a very great idea.
yeah.
very, very effective. And so then once the fruffs are starting to head into the enclosure, there's a hot moment where it looks like Twinkle is getting ready to just be barreled down. And I imagine, and you can change this if you would like to, Maz. I will not be offended. But I imagine with all of Mo's tendrils and mobility and stuff, that it was kind of like a movement of, especially with Twinkle so small, instead of you just taking the impact, you did one of these like scoop, where you scoop Twinkle up and you do like a fun spin and rotation away as like some of the doggos are barreling around you, and then you scoop and then put them down. So it's almost like a dance move of being like whoosh,
Yes.
boop.
Yes. I want this mobility.
Oh, and their clothes are also very like
Flowy.
flowy
That's what I
and
was
stuff. So as
thinking.
they
That it would be
spin,
very beautiful and like
yeah,
a
as
spin
with
being
the
like,
tendrils moving too. Yeah, it's like a dance
that's what I
happening.
was thinking. Crisp.
So and then the fruffs run back into the enclosure.
Yes.
Right?
So
The
Twinkle,
floof.
what was it that you wanted to happen when all
Yes.
the fruffs? Yes.
They've just stampeded
Well,
past
I
you.
think it was taken care of. It was just if I was about to get trampled, I was gonna mirror image, but I don't think I need to anymore.
Oh, we did have a chaos magic,
No.
which is always
Oh,
great.
no. What is it?
I already checked it. Okay, so great. They all the fruffs like run into the enclosure, and even before the door closes, there's a little bit of it's one that we've had before. Candy starts to fall just randomly from the sky in a little like cloud that forms, but it falls over in the enclosure for the fruffs and keeps them stuck to the ground, so they can't even get out. Like,
They're so fluffy
Yeah.
too. Can
Yep.
you imagine the candy?
It's like you
Oh,
gotta
man.
cut
Oh,
their
that's
fur,
not gonna
but
be good.
does that make more fruffles then if you cut their fur?
And
Yeah,
then would the fruffs be just permanently sticky?
Yeah.
well, remember this doesn't. It's
Okay.
the chaos magic doesn't last forever.
So there's just gonna be fruffs like upside down, stuck to the ground, and candy being like,
Well, there are some all like stuck, I imagine, like to each other. Like there's one, and then there's one on its back, like stuck, like this, like trying to go and stuff. And then the door closes. As that happens.
no, oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Summit, you're amazing.
I love that. Okay, also thank you so much.
Yeah, Summit, you're awesome.
Much appreciated. Honestly, it's a team all together because we also have all of the Tatoes causing the chaos.
Yep.
But yes. So
Back on the
I also
casual
have
music.
this one for the main one.
Oh, this one?
That yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Back to more casual, not fruffs escaping music.
Okay, so all of the chaos, there are people talking and pointing, and then a bunch of people start just cheering, and you guys get the impression that a lot of the crowd, since nobody was actually hurt in this chaos, seemed to have thought that that was a show, and that you guys were part of some kind of show thing, and so the crowd starts cheering for you all, and
Immediately starts bowing.
The head zookeeper Kenneth also like kind of comes out near them and is like, oh yeah, let's hear it for our performers here. Yes, yeah, good job. And he's like looking back at you guys like, yeah. Like,
This is the second act that we have performed.
yeah.
The little girl seems really hyped now,
Oh,
and
God.
she is kind of disheveled at this point. Like, her outfit's kind of all over the place because it already didn't fit her, and then her hair's like kind of crazy. And she's like, that was the most action I'd seen in a long time. That was crazy. You guys are professionals.
That was fun. You did great as the sheriff.
Yeah. Oh no, I lost my badge.
I'll take mine off and give it to her.
Oh, she takes it and
beautiful.
she like puts it on. She's just like, thank you. I think one of the fruffs ate it.
Yeah.
There's a fruff in the enclosure. Like,
Did anyone see who opened up the door? How did they get out in the first place?
Oh, but that was what I was saying before. So there was this guy, and he was the guy that works here. That I don't remember names. Names aren't important, but the guy, he works here, and so he disappeared, but he was supposed to be in charge of this. So my guess is that this was all a plan, and that it's a secret thing. What did I say before? Something to do with the other family, and they put him up to it, and that this is a distraction. That means that there's something else happening in the park. We need to figure it out.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. Yeah.
Wow. That is excellent detective work you've done there.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot my hat.
I'll get
I
it
in
for you.
character. That's me. I got too into character there for a second.
Yeah, you did.
And she drops it like immediately.
I almost just like fell off
Yeah.
of the chair and everything.
Where does the character end and Ash begin? That's what we must find out here.
Oh god.
So, sorry, for clarification, she's saying that, is it the same guy that opened up the crate
Yes,
that she saw by the fruffs? Okay.
indeed.
Yes.
Do you, little Zoe, do you know where this person went off to?
I don't know. It was really weird because they were there 1 minute and then all of a sudden they were just gone, like they vanished. Kind of like your other friend.
What?
Who?
You know, your other party member that came in with you guys.
There was no.
Could you describe this party member?
Well, I don't have too much of a description because they were all in a cloak and they had like glowy eyes and stuff, which kind of stood out to me. But they were following behind you guys, so I assumed that they were part of your group when you entered into the zoo. But then all of a sudden they went whoosh, and then they were gone, and that was pretty cool.
Zoe, dear, this isn't one of your imaginary friends, is it?
No, this is real.
Sure,
this
you've had a
time.
lot of excitement today.
That's true.
And
this day's been the best.
And you know, you do have fun coming up with conspiracy theories. This isn't a part of that?
No.
Oh, okay. You say so. Thought, you know, kids and their conspiracy theories.
The darnest.
Yeah, they say the darndest thing.
kids.
Like-
Could I try to
Yes.
divine sense immediately around us?
Yes.
Ooh, go for it, yeah.
So, it's gonna be. Let's see. I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
Okay. Let's see. You are near there. So you actually get the feeling like in this zoo there is a lot of essence of fiend. That there are little tiny pings, and then there is something bigger.
Mhm.
But it's kind of like scattered. Like you're getting a bunch of tiny pings and then something bigger amidst it all.
And there is also a tiny ping coming from Kenneth as well. Like
Oh.
right in his direction.
You're like, what do I do with this?
That's our father.
Kenneth,
Oh, yeah.
do you happen to know why I'm sensing all this fiendish activity around us?
Oh, no, I mean, I did say there was something weird, and then it's like making sure there's no like tourists go by. I did hear. I told you there was something weird happening with the animals. Could that be something behind it?
You said there was something like resonating from Kenneth that was like fiendish energy.
You're like getting it like in his like area. You can't tell if it's like him or if it's just like something
On
near
him
on
or
him
something,
or
yeah.
yeah. So like yeah.
Because it tells you general vicinity.
Night.
Can I insight
Kenneth,
him?
Yeah.
What Toby's asking in this?
go for it. I don't know if you have any. Oh, there's also an illusion spell cast to make the badge more shiny. The one that the sheriff badge, so it's
Oh.
actually shiny. You guys
I
noticed?
appreciate you guys. That's so cute.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my alliance thing, which I think was a 7, right?
It was yes.
To get a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay, so while he's answering this from Toby, you with your keen, persuasive eyes and stuff, you aren't able to pick up on anything that seems like weird. Like he doesn't really seem like nervous or he's trying to hide something. He just seems very like, well, I don't know if chill, like clearly things he's like freaked out by things here, but you don't get any sense that he's hiding something from you or he's trying to be like untruthful.
Except for the crowd. He very obviously is trying to keep it on the
Yeah.
down low that he's like talking about all this stuff because,
Mhm.
you know, it makes sense.
Bad for business, yeah.
Understandable.
Okay, wait, sorry, one more question.
Mhm.
I did the detect magic in the crate, and it says it lasts up to 10 minutes. Would 10 minutes have passed by now?
I would say it's probably well.
It's probably been 10 minutes, yeah, because all the floof of fruffs and then them walking over to the fruff exhibit. But it's not that far. It would be.
Okay.
But I'll say it's on like the last minute.
The last legs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it says there's a faint aura around any visible creature or object in that area that bears magic. Is there anything on Kenneth that is radiating a magical aura?
Oh, I would say that you see a little aura radiating around from like he's wearing like a jacket type vest thing or like a pocket.
Kenneth, can I see you have a little pocket. That seems very convenient. Do you keep anything special in there?
Oh, this one? Yeah, it's a pretty big pocket, so I carry a lot of stuff here. I don't like, I mean, at the moment it's kind of freaks me out because it's got that weird, like, worm thing I showed you guys, like, earlier that came out of the cobble.
And he kind of like pulls out of his pocket just like a little bit, but not all the way, looking around at the crowd.
Oh, that would be the
Why is it
thing.
in your
Is that
pocket?
what's giving off the fiendish? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's it. That's the fiend.
The fiend.
That's the fiend!
Exactly. that
It
would
seems
be
to be tapping against the glass in a specific direction. It's just like,
Ooh.
Oh,
Just
can I
like
look in that
repeatedly.
direction?
yeah. Which direction is it from here? It would be. Where is it?
Well, that's where, so would it be that way? Because that's what I think. So, like,
Okay.
north?
Yeah.
Like, further into the zoo, I guess, from where you guys are. It's, like, kind of the direction it seems to be tapping.
It's a compass. We should follow, but
Yeah.
at
Okay.
least not
I'll
smart
point.
enough to
I'll
make
point
it
that
compass.
out to everyone. And I'll be like, maybe we should follow the direction it's pointing in. That might lead us to a clue.
It's pointing.
Well, it's like tapping, but in a very specific direction.
If I look in the direction that Floof is, no, I'm sorry, I've got Floofs on my mind. That Twinkle.
I mean,
That's
it's
what
also
it is.
floof
Oh.
tune.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, if I look in the direction that Twinkle is pointing out, does the intensity of the like the fiend kind of like energy, is there more of that coming from that direction? You said it was kind of more like all around me.
Yeah, I would say yes. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I actually said the wrong direction. It's heading, I got it mixed up. It's heading more back towards the storage area you guys had first went into before when you
Oh,
talked to him.
is it like there?
Yeah, so that's my
I was
bad.
wondering if it was that.
Yeah, no, I remembered something wrong. So
There's
it's
so
more,
many buildings.
It's more east.
Where's the storage area?
It would be the building to the right of the main entrance.
Yeah.
So the one that's not labeled,
Yeah, sorry, I
that's in
didn't
the little
label it.
roundabout.
Yeah, my bad. I said the wrong direction. Also, thanks for the follow, people.
Yeah, thank you so much
Thank
for the
you.
follow. Feel free to get involved and stuff since this is interactive.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Okay, so we're
yeah.
going next. Where was the storage?
East.
Yeah.
It's to the right of the main entrance that you guys came in on. It's not labeled. I forgot to
okay.
label it, so that's my
Okay.
bad.
No, it's okay. As long as I get a general sense.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. And then the little girl ends up going up to Clio and kind of taps them on the side. And they're like, so I hope that at least you believe me that I wasn't lying about your last party member, which is weird that you guys seem freaked out about. But you seemed close with them since they were right behind you in particular. So you believe me, right?
Let the rest
Twinkle just looks over at Theo like,
Twinkle moves a little bit farther away. So Cleo just like do.
I also love the pause, and I know it was you thinking of how you would respond, but it was so great if that was in character. Like,
But what would you like me to roll to check and see if I recall feeling any presence behind me or anything to that effect?
Ooh, okay.
History? Would it be history? What would you like? What do you...
I feel like there were so many people around going in and out of the zoo. It probably wouldn't have stood out as anything weird, like somebody being particularly close to you. But if you want to, I'll have you roll a...
Maybe Arcana?
Yeah, I'll have you roll an Arcana.
You also have Inspiration if you wish to use it.
I did see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will use it.
Okay, yes.
So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Ooh, there's also a Chaos
Thanks.
Mask.
The first one was a 2, the second one was a net 20.
Oh, wow. Yes, that's a great use of it. Like,
Dang. The Tato comes in for the win.
So it's a 19 total.
that's
Perfect.
awesome.
So you think back to that moment of walking in and you're like, well, there were a lot of people around me and everything. We were going in and I was with new people and everything already. But then you remember having an ever so slight sensation like there was magic cast near you, kind of like you all in a magical world probably are used to however magic feels around you,
To some
whether it's like a staticky sensation or something. But yeah, you remember some kind of magic, but at the time you didn't really think about it because it didn't have any explosions. There was nothing, whatever. It could have just been somebody casting a cute little trick for their kid or something. And so now all of a sudden something that was insignificant becomes significant of, is that what that was?
Yes, I do believe what you are saying. And but I can tell you that I do not believe that they were with us.
Oh,
I don't know the rest of the group that I came here alone from them, so I think someone else was looking alongside us.
wait. Did the microphone
It
get
went down a little bit,
weird
yeah.
and like lower
Down
for
a
you
little bit
guys
at the
too?
end.
Oh gosh, it was right as you were talking.
I didn't change anything.
Oh, sounds clear now. Again, yeah.
Okay.
Must have just been a weird fluke.
No, I didn't. I don't believe that they were with us. I think they were slipping in to avoid some type of suspicion of some sort.
Well, this sounds like a case for the sheriff.
I don't know if that's how we want to go.
Well, if we have hooligans sneaking into our zoo, then we need a sheriff. I told you my job was important.
Your badge is really shiny now.
I do think this is actually a bit, if I may, with respect, of course, a bit out of your jurisdiction. These are non-ordinary hooligans we're talking about. vagabonds and ne'er-do-wells, and those happen to be in my jurisdiction.
Are you
So,
also a sheriff?
of sorts.
Ooh. Sheriff respects sheriff.
Yeah.
It's on your badge.
And he kind of like does a little bit of a wink and a head tilt.
She like nods and then just does a little hat thing.
Oh my god.
And then with and I can roll, of course, if necessary, but a little bit of a look to her dad of like, I hope that helps.
I don't think you need to roll, like, because I mean, you know, if you want to do it where she can't see the height difference, you can just like look up.
Yeah, she
like,
literally can't see
yeah,
past of a certain
like,
point.
so I don't think you.
Cool. Then yeah, the look is the expression of like is like, I hope that helps you.
Yeah, he's like,
know.
like he's just like, thank you. Like, are you guys wanting to follow the little like the leech thing that was like hitting in the direction back to the storage, or
Yeah.
okay, I know
Yeah.
if you had other plans.
I'm gonna keep an eye out though for the friend that was mentioned,
Ooh, okay.
like in the crowd.
Well, no, you guys are on like high alert
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, Mo's gonna just call in Dewdrop
Yes.
and have them hide like in her tentacles and try to like look out
Ooh,
behind her.
I love that.
But she also wants to check in with Red Rock. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I forgot it.
Oh yes, Fedrock. Yes.
He was made from the gem golem.
Yep.
He doesn't have glowy eyes, right?
That can be up to you.
That's a like Mo is just sitting in the back like, I made this homunculus, but I don't remember what I made him to look like. And that's kind of like the entire time they were talking about this, they were just, yeah, okay, he's fine. Okay, good. So she's just mentally like talking to him about like what they're doing with the if he's still watching the my goodness, the cure.
Oh, right. He was just like looking at it, I think, right? Yes, that's what he's doing.
It's just staring.
He's still just like
Literally watching it
Yeah.
instead of taking it as
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And she just like says like, tell me when other people come in. You can put it down. No, but make sure you're still watching. Okay. Just tell me when they're yes, you have it in your hand. Yes. Mm-hmm. Fred Rock. No, not your head. No. Hold it. Just make sure it's protected until we can replicate it. Oh. Yeah.
Like holding it in there. He's like, protect it. It's like, yes.
and she just like says good, and then like follows the group.
Also, Atato uses an illusion to make the golem look weird just to Mo specifically, so just a little bit off from what you remember. Maybe this can kind of go into why you were trying to look at him again to make sure.
You're like, was he always like that?
Yeah. Oh, could I also Moz get a stealth roll from you for Dewdrop? I just kind of for fun, curious to see.
I thought
how
for
well.
a minute you were gonna say Dewdrop is gonna like follow you guys from a distance, and then I kind of in my head played out this whole scenario of them going on like this side mission where they're like dun 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 dun, and they're like hiding behind things, and then they're reporting into no one, or maybe they're spamming you, and they're like, "This is Dewdrop. I don't see anything, but there's someone looking suspicious over here."
I really want to hear the Dewdrop's like voices different, like with a broken voice modulator. But Mo just like says to Dewdrop, what was the stealth?
You also have a +7 alliance buff if you want to use it for this. You don't have to because this is just more fun. But like,
no, let's use it because it was bad. That is a 9.
That was bad.
Wow.
I have a +1 in stealth, and it came in.
Well, honestly,
Mo just says like, "Watch my 6," and just like says it to Dewdrop to like face behind her.
You got it.
But hide.
So wait, is Dewdrop still on you then and like looking out? Or went away from you and then is watching?
I kind of imagine they were in the tendrils, but that I don't know if that's what like, and then kind of like peeking out.
Because they said like the person came with her, came with them, so now she's like having wanting someone to have like the eyes in the back of her head. But yeah, feel free to like as like the stealth goes away, Dewdrop just like stays in position while walking.
Yes, I love that. Also, though, I think the broken voice one means we each probably talk at them at a different time.
Yeah.
Would be good for Dewdrop.
So then Dewdrop is like, okay, it looks like we're clear. And then you have to say something as Dewdrop.
Oh, I didn't know if the time was right.
No, it is.
I didn't know
It's
the
always right. It's
Oh,
always right.
It's
for
always
Dewdrop.
right. I'm on your 6.
Good.
I like there's static in between each time, like
Oh yeah, you talking is like shh, on your 6.
suddenly the voice changes really weird. And you're like, I think we're good.
Yes, that's good. I'll try to perfect my version of Dewdrop voice.
Oh yeah, no, you have to change it every time.
Oh, that's true.
It'll
It's gonna be
a
different
really
each
fun
time.
Test
Each
for us.
time.
I'm gonna try to not do any offensive accents though, because I'm really bad at accents. So I try to just not do them, because then it's just going to be offensive whatever I do. So, but I'm gonna try to change my voice each time because that will be amusing.
The Kenneth said, so were you guys still wanting to see the other infected creature that we had? I know we got interrupted before, but were you still wanting to see that?
Yeah, I forgot it.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably.
And he starts walking back in the direction of the storage area that you guys were in before. So works out because that's where the thing was pointing anyways.
Is it still pointing in that direction, or did it?
Yeah, it keeps trying to.
Okay.
If you like look at Kenneth's pocket, it's
Yeah,
sitting.
you just hear from his pocket like a think, think.
Yep.
Okay.
Can I tell if it's like trying to break the glass or if it's just tapping on it?
You could maybe make an investigation, see if you can tell more
Are you
precisely.
gonna take it from him, or are you just gonna peek
Yeah.
over like?
You could also ask him for it if you want. Like it's up to. But
She. I'm trying to think. What would she do? I feel like she's not tall enough to reach into his pocket. So she's just gonna walk up and be like, "Can you hand me the blab, please?"
oh yeah, I mean this thing creeps me out. Just try not to let too many other people see it, you know, and make sure it doesn't get out. And then just
Right.
he gives it to you.
I got. Hold on.
Oh, and
You said
There-
investigation?
As you're doing this interaction, there is a Tato that very not stealthily tries to reach into Mo's bag again. You guys are always going for Mo's doodad.
Wait, Mo isn't the one who senses it though. You hear Mo, you hear Dewdrop. On your 6, you got a bogey. and then you turn and then you see the Tato with the mage hand like right at your bag, just like looking up.
Mo just says, "I'll take that," and grabs that and grabs the item and puts it back and lets the Tato go off.
Yep.
And like reports to Dewdrop. Good one, Dewdrop. Keep on going.
Yep, I'm here for you.
I got a 12 on my investigation.
Okay, so I imagine it's kind of like, I don't have anything I can hold. I have a water bottle. So I imagine it's kind of like you're holding the jar and you're turning it. And as you turn it, when you turn it to face away from the direction you guys are walking, it rotates in the jar and continues to tap. So you can tell that it is kind of trying to move in that direction, but it doesn't look like it's just actively trying to break out so much as it definitely is invested. It is like a little compass.
You could tell it doesn't seem like it's just targeting one specific part of the glass to kind of weaken it. It's more directional. Oh, a Tato also splashes Mo with some water. How refreshing.
Oh.
That's great for kanji.
Just looking up into the sky and just like, there's no rain, but thank you.
Yeah, Twinkle will Just hold on to it. She's not really trying that hard to hide it. She immediately forgot what he said.
There are definitely some people, like tourists, walking by, like, what is that? I like that. It's like, oh yeah, I gotcha. I was not listening to them.
The little girl seeing the tourist, she's gonna stand in front of you,
Oh.
Twinkle, a little bit as you guys are going, and she's gonna look at the people and go, "There's nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see."
Sweetie,
Move
are you
along.
harassing the tourist again?
Move along.
Okay,
No, I'm playing. I mean,
What?
I am the sheriff.
Let the sheriff do her job.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I mean, you know,
I like your stuff.
that's my bad. My bad. He looks at Sparrow at Clio, the kind of like, thank you still. Like, thank you again for, like, he's just like, yeah, like this happens. You guys continue to walk through with this all this happening, with Twinkle just looking at that with the little
Walking towards it, but literally just looking at it.
yep, the sheriff telling people to go away, and you guys eventually get back to the storage area that you guys were in before when you first saw the crate. You know, you all walk in, kind of closes the door again. He leads you a bit further past to another door that's, you know, clearly says like employees only. And he lets you guys in, and he's like, "Oh, come on this way. This is where the thing is." And Twinkle, you notice the tapping is like almost going faster now, like in the direction when he like opened the door and stuff to get in there.
We're getting warmer.
Yep. And if
He's
you
also, just in case, going to prepare to cast mending if it does happen to break through the glass.
that's smart.
Prepared.
Also, the little girl was given a message by a Tato
Okay, the little girl hears
while
the
she's being a
message.
sheriff. Like,
She should drink the aquarium water. If she sees a peach in it, it will kill the leech. At least according to the Tato. The little girl,
yeah.
I say this is more amusing to me that it's handed to her on a paper. And you guys just see as a Tato like goes up and hands this little girl a paper.
Yep.
And then she goes,
You guys all see it too. Like, it is not like still. she's-
Mo just looks like I like from person to person, like just for like side eyeing, like
It was everyone but the dad. I'm gonna say who saw it because he's like opening the door and stuff. Like, so it's everyone else.
This is not one of
I'm
my
just
stealth
keeping my
characters,
eye out.
Never mind.
No. Okay. Well, seeing that, if you guys enter into the room, it is a bit darker in here at first. Still seems like, you know, the wooden warehouse vibes with some crates and stuff. And you guys reach a little spot in there with some light coming in. There's a cage on the floor with some like metal bars. This is very classic cage vibes to contain something with like a little door in there. And standing in the cage, which I'd say the cage is not too big. It's probably like the size of Yoshi's doghouse thingy back there. So it's not a giant cage. But you see a couple standing in there, which were the little otter dog type things.
"Do we have a link?"
We do, which I already grabbed.
You're awesome.
So that's what you see again. Yep, they're just little like thick otter dog boys. I love them so much.
Yeah, they're
Um,
very cute.
and it's just standing in the center of the cage, just like blankly staring forward. It actually looks really derpy,
Yeah,
but it just doesn't
kind
seem
of
to be
like
doing
its
anything.
eyes are a little bit too far apart
Yeah.
on its face, and it's just kind of like,
Is he? So he's not acting sick at all.
It just looks like really zoned out. Is all that
Yeah.
you can. But the leech thing is like, whoa, like going crazy,
Yeah.
trying to tap.
you know
out
those
towards it.
dogs on like social media where they
Nothing
say,
back there.
yeah, there's
Right.
nothing behind those
That's
eyes.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Imagine the biggest eyes of what's it, like a French bulldog just.
Yep, exactly.
That's a Coda bear. Nothing behind his eyes.
Yep.
How did you know it was sick? He looks fine.
Well, he does look fine now. We noticed that, well, we grabbed him at, like, last night when he wasn't exactly normal, but we managed to get him, in the cage. don't know what's wrong. We still don't really
Why
get it.
wasn't he normal? What was different about him?
The little girl walks up and she seems very official and she like pulls up her giant shirt and she's like and she takes the little Tato that was chilling on her shoulder and she puts it down and then she looks very dramatically into the distance. You don't know where she's looking. And she's like, well, it all started at night. It was tricky that night. I wasn't technically allowed to be here.
Yeah, you were
As is
asleep,
the
I think.
woes. But I was not asleep. Instead,
You weren't?
that's
were
for
supposed
another
to
time,
be.
Father. So anyway, I was not asleep, and instead I was awoken from my not sleep. Anyway, the important part of this story is that we came across this cute animal while I was trying to get some snuggles because they are so cute. Not that I was getting near their enclosure in late hours or anything,
At
but
night when you're supposed to be asleep?
anyway, and then there was another guards person who screamed out as this adorable creature was no longer cute, and instead it became gross. It was so gross. It had like little things coming out of its mouth, like little spores and stuff, and it screeched. And they don't really screech unless they're floating, which I learned. But once again, the floating's normal from earlier. But anyway, it screeched and then it was running at me and it was very scary, and so I hid and I went back to the sleeping area that I was in the whole time.
Ellie's just gonna take her glaive and I'm just gonna poke at the couple and see if like more things come out.
Oh,
Last of us.
are you using the blunt end?
Yeah,
I guess.
and
I assumed you weren't like poking it with the sharp, like.
it's like a stick.
Okay, so you go over and you while also you're going to poke it, you notice at the very end of your glaive on the blunt end is a Tato that just has its arms out, and as you poke it, it goes like and tries to do some healing magic that washes over the couple, and no reaction happens.
There's
Like,
also
from that or when you poke it.
there's another Tato that wanders up and keeps poking it. So you poke it and you stop. You're like, huh? But then you just see another Tato walk up and it's just like poking it
Yeah,
aggressively.
nothing
Not
happens.
doing anything either, huh?
It suddenly opens its mouth upon the Tato poking it more aggressively than you poked it, and then it just goes.
He's cute.
Um,
I'm gonna keep poking
I
him.
think we talked about me trying lesser restoration to see if that would maybe work instead of needing the potion. I might need to get in there. Is it okay?
You want to try to use lesser restoration on it? I think we just mostly use potions from the alchemist that we got. But if you want to try it, then I
She
mean,
seems
go for it.
really smart. I think that we should let her do whatever she wants. She could probably figure out this case. You know, with my help.
You are very perceptive. I am smart.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to try it, then I mean, if it gets us closer to figuring all this out, then go for it. We haven't used the other cure that we got since we only had one of them. So if you want to attempt this, then that could be great, man.
Okay. She's gonna give the worm back to the guy because she doesn't want it to be so close to
Yeah, it's like,
the
oh, thanks.
and I guess she'll go in the cage and she'll touch it and cast lesser restoration on it.
Okay, what is the description for
Careful.
lesser restoration?
Touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Let's see.
Technically, no.
Yeah, nothing seems to happen.
When you have an effect and you try to figure out if something applies to said effect, but you
Yeah.
don't actually know.
We have to like
you
think
have to
about it. We're like,
double-check.
wait, no. I don't think.
Did it work?
Toby, do you sense some fiendish energy from this couple?
Oh, divine sense.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know why they got me so good.
I know,
it is yes, like
Great.
just answer. No, just crack me up.
Well, it seems to be more complicated than just a disease or condition.
The little girl mimics
Twinkle.
Twinkle.
Oh wait, is Twinkle like becoming a role model for this child? Oh no! Like,
While she's in there,
Oh, no.
can she just like take a closer look at it, see if anything seems off about it?
yeah. Do you just want to make a like a investigation or I guess animal handling maybe? Like it's an animal, so yeah.
Go with animal handling.
And if anyone else wants to make any checks or try anything else, just let us know. Oh, chaos magic was redeemed. I already had
You
a
get so excited.
Right?
Yes, you do.
You do. There was already a chaos magic redeemed earlier, which I'm saving, so I wonder if this one's good to use now. Oh god.
I got a 15.
You got 15? Okay, cool. I'll figure that out soon. Don't worry. Oh yeah, so I'll mark.
Who made that?
The look of your guys' faces scare me
I'm
right
so
now.
worried.
With how
It's-
Wait, how do we decide who it is? Are you gonna just roll for it? Is it gonna be 1, 2, 3? Oh god. Oh no.
I'm scared.
What's happening?
We don't know.
There's chaos magic going on.
I know there's chaos magic, but what's the chaos?
Someone's getting it though. It's someone specifically.
Okay, so, our lovely guest.
I'm so sorry.
was, Sparrow, chaos magic ripples through the area thanks to a Tato that, we'll say it's you because the Tato casting it's like on your shoulder, like, hello! And, you suddenly, can't breathe.
Oh.
And, you... And
Is this something that I would have that they had to roll for, or is it just an effect?
It's just their chaos magic,
Yeah.
so it's like a random effect that they cause. So it's a lot of randomness. Yeah.
I had to imagine when David went like, oh, the Tato goes, hello. It's like all of a sudden the Tato can speak common.
oh no!
Oh,
I should put that on there so that you can do that. Okay, so you can't breathe.
what if it had like a really serious voice too? Like this little squeaky creature, and then all of a sudden it's like, hello.
Oh no!
This little thing just
Just a really deep voice.
Yeah.
hello.
Oh no. Wait, I have to explain the great thing that's happening to Sparrow. So can't.
Great thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's cool. It's a cool thing. So yeah, you can't breathe. Anyone who's like watching or sees Clio will notice that they kind of like gasp for a second, and on their neck and stuff, slits appear on either side that look like gills. And
So you're like a fish out of
Clio has just
water.
been swapped their ability to breathe air for the ability to breathe water.
Oh, I'll take my water canteen jug and dump it on him.
Mo's gonna get the gems that give water out of her. Like she's immediately putting up her cloak. Like not this, not this, not this. Nope, nope. This, yes. And then just like puts it around him immediately to start like like filling up like a container.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Cleo, I guess, makes the move to go out of the room because then he's going to take water to basically just go.
That's
Almost like
Oh.
a bubble of water.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So it seems like they're and if you have that ability, then I'm gonna say with Mo's character making the water there, and then Ellie also pouring out the canteen, you just kind of like shape it to surround you like a little air bubble to go, like to breathe.
Oh, now you have like a bubble.
Okay. Does this effect go away, or is this a permanent switch?
You'll see.
Okay.
It's a good thing your character seems to be centered around water and ice.
Yeah.
Maybe not this much.
Yep.
No.
There's also a Tato using a mage hand to attempt to hold the cage,
Yep.
but the cage weighs more than 10 pounds, so unfortunately it doesn't move it completely, but it does start like turning it like a
I
little bit.
imagine this little Tato, like you guys are panicking over the sudden chaos magic, and then you guys just hear this loud like as like the things
Yeah.
sliding against the floor, and there's just a Tato like.
Yep.
And also, Twinkle is in there.
Wait a minute. What is Covert talking about the natural 20? If it's a roll, I can use silvery barbs.
Oh no.
Reaction. Okay, I was like,
They're talking about something else. That isn't.
alright,
Yeah. Twinkle.
alright.
Colonel Twinkle is over there, as you can see. It says Fluftoon
Oh,
dash
yeah.
Twinkle. But yeah, so that happens with Clio, but they are able to breathe now, and another Tato is just moving that a little bit with Mage Hand.
Being attacked.
And the lesser restoration did not seem to work, unfortunately.
Well, oh yeah, but did my animal handling roll? Can
Oh.
I tell if there's anything off about it?
What
How much was it?
Yeah, what was it again? Sorry.
Oh, you're okay. 15.
Ooh. Okay, you look at it and it seems really docile, and you're kind of moving it around and seeing what's what. And you can tell that it seems like it's not putting a lot of weight on one of its paws, kind of like dogs do when they hurt one of their little feet. And so you look at its foot and it seems really chill. It kind of seems like it's a little awkward, like, why are you lifting my foot up? But then its paw seems like it's almost cracking, kind of like it's super dry and
It's really
cracking
chafed.
a little bit, which seems really weird.
Not gonna metagame.
Really hard, isn't it?
Oh, did
This is new to me.
wait, so did Twinkle go in the cage?
Yeah,
With it?
Twinkle's
Yeah,
in the
Twinkle's
cage
in
with
the
it.
cage.
Okay, well that will not be great when the cage now flips on its side, because
What are you guys
because a
doing?
Tato did shape elements under it to make it like a little pyramid that fell over. So Twinkle, can you make a dex save to see if you like lose your balance? And I'll roll for the little couple too.
You guys are
Like, trying
chaos.
to react to
Oh.
catch the cage.
Oh sure,
Ooh, yes.
make a.
Try to do the same thing.
Oh okay.
Aw.
Nat 20.
Oh, a nat 20.
Oh wait,
okay.
can I make it so that because both of you guys wanted to react really quickly, it's like all at the same time. Twinkle's like "Huh," and catching themselves, and I almost want to say because it's cute. Twinkle, you like grab the cubble as it's tilting, and then Ellie supports you inside it, and then
Aw.
Toby supports the thing. So you just kind of slide a little bit to the side, but are supported while supporting the cubble, and Toby lifts the cage. All at the same time. So everybody's good. Everybody's good.
I like it.
Oh, that's great. I'm gonna say the couple's good too, like you were saying,
Yeah.
because that was such a good.
It was such
Combo
a team effort.
move.
This is
Yeah.
cute.
It disrupts the other Tato that was trying to drag it though too, because there's so much going on. And the Kenneth, the guy here's like, do those things normally bother y'all that much? We have them. We have the Tatos around here, and they normally actually just help us with maintenance and stuff like that.
I have to say, I kind of love them. They're chaos, and I respect that energy.
Yeah, they keep things fun most of the time. And then she's gonna think back to the fourth dimension.
Why is everyone trying to make the thing escape? Like, are the Tatos?
Cleo's gonna use alter self.
Ooh,
Ooh, okay.
Oh, smart. So you can get rid of your gills.
Yep. And
ooh.
he's going to basically remove the gills and I'm trying to think. I want something else to happen, but I'm trying to think about what. Come back to me.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
You're good.
I think on that, but the gills are gone and the bubble drops so that he can breathe normally again.
So the Tatos keep trying to break
Yes,
the
God.
things, and you guys are going ham, and you guys are doing this as a team, and I respect that, as the little girl also respects your chaos energy. So you guys keep trying to break this cage, and you are really freaking determined. So I will give it to you guys because you've done like 60
God, I
bajillion
know.
things. And the Tatos are like banging on the side of this cage, and then one of them makes it all icy,
Yep.
and then they continue to bang on the side of this cage, and sure enough, the cage breaks, and upon it breaking and a little bit of the shaken up, the couple is going to try to make a break for it, but it is currently in Twinkle's arms. So Twinkle, can you make a strength save? I'm sure you're great at this.
This thing's probably like about Like not that like the size of her. Honestly, too, because it's a couple.
Kelly, are you showing off my bread pillow?
Laura tossed it to me, so I caught him, and he's the cutest thing. So you guys,
That's Wanda. She's Wanda bread, like Wonder bread. Wanda bread. Anyway.
That's good. I got a 15.
Oh, okay. So it's
No,
going to
you got a
do
4.
it. Oh, did somebody do trade rolls?
Yeah.
Oh,
But wait, don't I have a second inspiration though?
I think you do.
do you?
Wait,
Can I
did
use
you
that
get
to
your
counteract the
stack?
trade?
Let's see. Well, actually, in my records, I'm seeing you use that already.
Oh, yeah. You don't need more, cause
There were 2, because I thought J Rain redeemed one, and then somebody else redeemed one.
Oh, I thought
Unless
you.
they don't stack.
I thought you are. No, they stack. Maybe we messed up. You go ahead and do inspiration.
No,
Yeah.
the other thing I used was the Alliance power, which was +7.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
so
then you should
maybe.
have one more. I must have
Okay.
got that
and then
wrong.
I'm gonna roll for the little couple.
Oh, it also the couple gets +7 to its roll.
Oh,
9.
who gave it a +7?
Demon,
Oh,
who also is breaking it.
Oh, poor-
Demon's like escape,
Well-
baby.
Use that for the creep.
So what did the couple get? Because apparently
With the
Twinkle got a 9.
+7, it would be a 19.
Oh, okay. So it definitely gets free from Twinkle. Like
Twinkle, you hear the Tatoes scream out and they go, "Escape, baby, be free!" And then they like slap it a little bit and it goes, "Meow."
wait, they help it get out of Twinkle's grasp. So I'm gonna say a Tato actually like pries her finger, like pries one of her hands. Like Twinkle, you're like, okay, I think I might be able to hold it, and then you see a Tato like just appear next to you and go. And just like make your thumb move so you lose your grip.
Hey!
Like,
Can I throw my blanket on top of the?
yeah, just make a ranged attack roll like you would do for anything. So yeah, and then yeah, if anyone else wants to do something too.
5 feet though,
Feels
right?
angrily in Tato knees.
Oh, what did you say, Vinny?
Oh, am I within 5 feet?
Yeah, you guys are all
Yeah.
close
Okay, yeah.
and stuff, so you totally can. You also, you have a +4. You got bardic inspiration as
And
well.
then,
So the cage is
Ooh.
now tilted
And broken.
yeah.
and broken. Okay,
Yes.
how broken are we talking here? Like, can Twinkle theoretically still mend it?
After a couple of mendings, yeah.
Yeah, like it would be possible.
That is
Okay.
that's a 16 to hit.
Ooh, a 16 to hit. Let's see through. Yes, that will hit.
Okay. The couple is now restrained.
Also, apparently, a Tato gives a message to Ellie that says it's never too late to do the right thing.
Oh.
And then another Tato is making it look like the couple is all good after being poked multiple times. That it's very happy now. And the little girl seems confused.
Yeah.
Max or friends? Like, is the right thing to put it down, or to keep it in the thing, or to let it go? I don't know.
Twinkle also, you hear, because you can understand the Tato's, the Tato wearing a bug hat, and like while this all craziness is happening, it's just sitting on Kenneth's shoulder, trying to talk to him about something called fluffy munchers, apparently asking if they have these at the zoo and to keep watch of them. Like, it's just like, this is very important, and it's like, like, things are going crazy. You just see that.
It's great.
The chaos.
I actually have another bonus action I could do now.
Oh, nice.
Using Shield Master, I'm going to use my bonus action to shove the couple back into the cage.
Nice.
Ooh.
And I'll start mending the cage with cantrip.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that okay, so this is able to happen. You put the blanket on it and it was like starting to move. You pushed it back with Shield Master as Twinkle is doing that, and the blanket was still on top of what you moved. But Toby, you noticed that when you approached it and kind of made contact and moved it, it kind of like its body like weirdly spasmed and like different parts like shot up from under the blanket in like a contorted way before like going back down as you pushed it in, like under the blanket.
But you don't see it.
Yeah.
You just see the shape of it
Yep,
move and
because it was
contort and
covered
then
up.
go back in.
Yep.
Interesting.
And then when you take the blanket off again, though, it's like
It's
fine.
normal again.
Yeah.
Is it happen in the dark? Oh. Because I imagine it's light, and then when it's under the blanket, it's completely dark.
There is a light
And it
that
happened
is
at night.
In the
coming
room.
through. Yeah, there is a light,
Yeah.
like where it's positioned in the room is like a light or a a window that has a light beam on it.
Okay, and the change for this thing happened at night. I'm curious. But Ellie's not smart.
I like that. It's like, I'm wondering, but I don't know.
You can't do anything.
Wait, everyone be quiet. I think Ellie's having an idea.
Oh no!
Oh, that's painful. Oh, I don't know. Darkness. Something with darkness.
Ellie, roll Constitution to see if this hurts your brain.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's a 8.
Oh, yeah.
Save or just a roll?
I think save is what I was going for.
Oh, then that's a 10.
Oh, 11. You technically got a little bardic inspiration.
Did that?
Oh, okay. So you don't take literal damage, but you feel like a headache starting to come on, like a little bit.
I think we should turn the lights off, maybe. I don't know. Idea.
Oh, you were also,
To the dark.
Ellie, you were given inspiration as well, so make sure to mark that down.
Oh, thank you. I will mark it on my sheet right now.
Tato just does a fireball at the window that was having the light come through, and okay, good job. The window is now broken. More light is actually able to come through now, and the building's on fire, because I described this as a wooden storage house. Tato's. I said wooden a while ago.
Mo's just gonna get the gems out ready, just like as fire hoses.
Oh yeah, Kenneth is just over there like, what is going on? Why are they acting like this around you guys? Like they just build things for us here. What is happening? Is it something weird? Oh, maybe it's because the animals are being weird. Is it related to the animals? Maybe I don't know.
I don't know, Tato's. Is it related to the animals?
Stares at everybody here.
Mo, are you like spraying it with your like the water? Like, yeah, so you're like dousing the flames.
Is there like a dial on the on the rock that like
There is now.
Well, it was the idea of however much magic you pour into it kind of thing, so you could just be like,
you're like regulating it.
Great. Mo will definitely do that.
I like that. And then I guess I can use my wings to maybe like block out the light partly. I don't know.
I mean you're big, so yeah, I would say you could do that. You like flap.
Once the fire's out, yeah.
Yeah, once the fire's out and there's kind of a burnt hole in the wall and this building looks a little bit less stable in it, as Kenneth is like making sure to like hug his daughter, like have her like kind of shielded if something goes down. You just like flap up and do a little like, I like the idea of you just like making it like a little dark spot. It's like those birds that make it a little shadow so fish come under them. Yeah, it's like that kind of vibe. And a darkness envelops this creature, and it is just normal couple going like, but it's like a dumb face. As soon as the darkness fully goes over it, anyone down there, its eyes roll back into its head for just like a white stuff, like cracks just like appear on it with some kind of spores pouring out of its mouth a little bit, and kind of imagine things where it looks like bones are breaking and like just twisting weirdly and stuff.
And a low, high pitch, like almost like it's starting out and slowly getting louder, starts forming out of its throat. And through the spores, you just hear it like
kind of like a Joker thing goes on where the mouth just starts like keeps extending and breaking back that way with more teeth and stuff, as it just like does that and begins like bashing on the side of the cage. It seems like it's really more aiming towards the direction where it's bashing, in the direction of where Toby is, and sometimes like Clio as well. Like, and it's just like going like crazy trying to break the cage now all of a sudden.
What is the worm doing?
I would say the worm also seems like it's, well, I guess it's probably not changed too much. It just still seems like the closer it gets to the creature, the more it's frantically trying to go. Yeah.
Okay. Are the spores, is it like a misty kind of spore thing where it's like spreading out to where it could possibly infect someone?
I'd say they're coming out, but it almost looks more like
Leaking?
drool, like it's dripping these like weird spore clouds onto the ground of like the cage and stuff like that.
Almost creating like a fog effect
Yeah.
near it,
Mhm.
but it's spores.
I'm gonna drop my wings.
Okay, you drop your wings, light appears on it again, and this thing that was just like bashing, going crazy, just
And then it just-
and it just looks derpy.
Yep. And it goes, "Meh."
Yep.
You guys saw it too?
Does
Yeah.
anybody have any holy water?
Kenneth was trying to do this with the daughter too. Like
The daughter was like moving one finger to see, just like
he was like backing away.
Huh. And I'm gonna put my wings back up, and then back down, and back up.
it keeps just being like, and then just
Yeah, it just kind of keeps happening. Each time you do it though, it hits the cage a little bit. So just know if you do it too much, it might break the cage again.
2 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the cubble kind of settles down and is almost panting like a dog that's hot, and is sitting there like, and doesn't seem happy.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have any holy water or powdered iron or silver?
No.
No.
Mo just looks at you and just says, "You don't."
Yeah.
You
Wait,
would have.
Oh, Tato is reinforcing the cage, by the way. It's using shape elements to make the metal stronger and stuff, like welding
now
it back
you
together.
choose to reinforce the cage.
Yeah, yeah. So don't worry, the cage is getting fixed even more by a Tato, as you guys are discussing holy water.
I like Demon's still like, why are you trapping the baby?
Yeah, the baby.
Clio is going to use not as a ranged or like an attack, but is going to like use like sacred flame just to see if that affects anything, like if any sort of like radiant light does anything to this particular creature.
Ooh, and so you're just putting it nearby it, or like
Yeah, I specifically don't want to attack it, but it's kind of just like it is radiant light.
so.
So he kind of like reaches into his bag and pulls out like a little bit of like to something that can kind of like a little bowl, and kind of just like uses sacred flame into this bowl, and then goes the wing trick, if you don't mind.
Oh, is that for Ellie? I think.
Yeah.
Yes, Ellie, if you don't mind, just for a moment, I would just as
Yeah.
Do you cover the light again?
Yeah, sure. And I'm just gonna like cautiously bring my wings up.
Okay, you bring your wings up. The same thing happens. It just transforms. And Cleo, do you move the radiant light near it?
yeah.
Okay, you move the radiant holy magic light near the creature, and at first it just like starts busting towards either you or Toby, but when you do the light, it kind of just like turns in, like really zeroes in on that light, and with more ferocity tries to like hit towards where that light is, like
Okay.
angry,
Wings
like
down,
just.
wings down.
Yep. Okay.
But in that exact second, since it's going to smash its face into it, let me just roll and make sure it doesn't. Okay.
I'm gonna brace the cage with mending.
Oh yeah, you're just like.
Luckily, it does not manage to, but there's a hot second where you think it was getting ready to just right
And,
through that. But
A Tato, also spectral mage hand, floats over towards Cleo that appears to just be holding a little bottle of holy water. Like,
it's
just.
Tato delivery of.
Cleo, you're a paladin, right?
No.
No. Okay.
Sorry.
I'm a
That's Toby.
paladin.
It's a paladin
I
cleric,
love
actually.
that theory that it's going after more holy. Religious.
But it's not going after. It's just going after Toby and Cleo.
That's whenever the lights go out, it seems to mostly be focused on them, on the paladin cleric guys. So.
Oh, that's right. You're a cleric. I'm sorry.
Cleo, what variety of magic do you typically work with?
Well, I'm also a bit of a sorcerer, so I dabble.
It's a little bit of everything.
Well, not a little bit of everything, but mostly focusing on, magic of the lunar variety.
You said Luna, like the moon?
Correct.
Oh, well, I don't know if this is a bad theory, but the moon comes out at night and the creatures go crazy at night. Maybe it's
Oh.
that.
Why go after
Possibly, but-
Toby?
Well,
Is it
that
his
was my
snack?
that was my question then. Thank
Yeah.
you, Ellie.
Yeah, snacks? Are you hungry?
Snacks that could maybe. Yeah.
Shaped iconography on his blanket. Let me see. And then just like tries to like unfurl the quilt to see if like there's anybody who embroidered a moon or something onto it.
What?
I mean, that'd be up to you if you have it on.
I just had the cutest idea. What if Toby's blanket, there are people like during his adventures, and you don't have to do this, but they always
Like stitch a patch on there or
yeah,
something
so
like.
it has a bunch of patches and stuff from all the
Yeah,
people
that's-
that you've interacted with. That's so cute.
I-
Yeah, I
For
like
sure,
that
that's how I
idea.
imagined it
Mhm.
as like the blanket quilt.
I love that.
I mean, not moon or lunar iconography. I don't think so.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
know if
I
there's
have a
one of
headache.
them that
Those things hurt. Those ideas. Like.
What is Farin's,
Mo just like
what is
he's just,
Farin's symbol?
Oh, what'd you say, Vinny?
What is Farin's symbol?
Oh, that would look like kind of a big old like water drop, like a very intricate water drop, since they are the goddess of rain.
Water, not lunar, just water based. Could that be a connection? You work with a lot of water.
Wait, does Cleo still have the water around his neck?
Mm-mm.
No,
Right.
managed to get it off of.
Mo, what were you saying?
Mo was just trying to see if maybe we can see if one of them has a stronger reaction.
Oh, like you move Toby in and then
Oh,
you move Cleo in. So you're almost
Wait,
like,
when you make
okay,
it
cover
evil?
up the light and then shove a person forward and see if it seems more aggressive.
Yeah,
That's up to you guys.
narrow
But
down
it's
what
just
we're
those
looking for.
two standing shoulder by shoulder.
I mean, you guys could also potentially try it with the leech. I'm just saying. Like,
Also, go
Oh yes.
I mean, it's you guys do whatever.
other side of the cage that's not as busted.
We've been mending it. It's alright.
As you guys are discussing this and trying to sort out your stuff, you feel a shudder that feels almost kind of like a little mini earthquake. And the already damaged shack that you are in creaks and groans under this random shake. And the sound of the hustle and bustle out loud outside suddenly changes, and there's no longer the sound of people anymore. You hear the groan of the shack kind of get louder, like a tree about to fall over, as you guys are all talking. But it's a really weird, jarring, suddenly there's no people outside and all you can hear is this loud as this shack is kind of seeming to fault under its own weight.
Is there still sunlight coming in?
Nope.
I'm gonna protect everyone as best
looking
as I can
immediately at
as
the
they
couple.
try to.
Yeah, and looking I've imagine the creepiness happens and it gets dark. Toby in canon, I'm imagining it's like, wait, what about and turns and looking at the cage, it's just the couple like, all like grossed out and mutated, just like looking at you. Hi.
Can I get that holy water?
Hi.
Are you gonna grab the Tato holy water and just yeet it or something?
If I can grab it, if I do see it.
It was being given floating to mage hand to Cleo though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is to Clio.
So Cleo would have it if you
Mhm.
took it from the Tato, a thing of supposed holy water. It says it on the label of the water container.
I immediately hand it to Toad. Here you are. This is what you
Uncork
asked
it
for.
and just like
I
smell
mean,
it,
I
make
don't
sure it's
know if
holy
it
water.
actually
It is holy water. You can tell.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Protection from Evil and Good on the couple.
Ooh. What does that do exactly?
Interesting spell choice.
Protection from Evil and Good makes it so that until the spell ends is a concentration for 10 minutes. I need the holy water that the spell consumes. One willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures. In this case, it'll be fiends. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target, which is not the point, but the target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed, the target has
Is he
advantage
willing?
on any new saving throws. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is the couple willing?
Oh, this is
And
gonna
it has
be gross.
and it has to make a saving throw. If it's not, is how it works.
It gets a new saving throw if it is already possessed in order to not be possessed.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And I believe it has advantage.
Okay.
Oh, right. It was given advantage from our
Awesome.
Tatos.
Well, I
Okay.
think it also has advantage from the spell itself.
Oh.
Yes, it does.
Oh, dang. So
Oh,
it's got
okay.
all the
Cool.
things.
Nice.
Full advantage.
Okay, cool.
Okay, here. I'll roll just to see, but that was already really good. Okay. So, so many things. Okay, so you cast that on this grotesque, like, shaped cubble. It screeches out in response to that being cast, and suddenly, just kind of almost like throwing it up, a thing that looks very much like the one in the jar just slides out of this couple's mouth and with a splat lands
Yep.
on the ground in front of it and immediately starts going towards, I think Twinkle is what had the one in the jar still.
Oh, yeah, Twinkle was holding.
unfortunately.
I cast.
Oh, wait, no.
Fireball.
No, Kenneth had it.
Catch it. Catch
Twinkle handed the jar to Kenneth.
Oh, she handed it back. Okay,
Yep.
so you cast Firebolt. Is that a roll to hit? Is
It
it?
is, but someone said something about catch it, so I'm
Oh,
holding up.
no, no,
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that as Kelly.
Is Kenneth
Ellie's just watching.
Yeah.
5 feet from me, or is he farther than that?
I would say he probably.
I would say you guys are all pretty dang close. It's a
Okay.
small, like,
Yep.
little shed area.
All right.
So are you gonna blast it? Because that was Kelly as character or as player, not as
Sorry.
character.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing a blast. I am firebolting right at it, and that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits. Okay, roll for damage.
Yes. Oh, and as that happens too, a Tato was shooting a thing of trying to hit the cubble with a blast of water. So I'm gonna say it like retches this thing out and is like messed up, gets splashed with the water next to Twinkle, and after the water goes away, the cubble looks normal again.
And it's just like,
Yeah, and now it's like wet.
Almost max damage. It's a 9.
Oh.
ooh,
Okay.
okay.
That's great.
So, this thing screeches out with a hiss, as it gets blasted basically with this fire, and it hisses and then starts slowly shaking on the ground like you stopped it in its tracks, and you can see that it's burned, and it starts kind of just doing this, and then it slowly starts to seem like it's healing after it got burned. So you see it just kind of shaking on the ground like this, like it's this long wormy thing, and it seems like it's healing, like it's slowly getting less crispy.
We don't need this alive, right?
Was
I-
not planning on it. No.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
squish it.
Well,
If anyone wants to attack it or do anything, let us know. It's already been at least burnt.
Yeah, I'm gonna squish it.
I'm gonna squish it.
Oh, a Tato does do a fireball and hits it for 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna make anyone else do dex saves for the fireball though, because there's only 1.
Yeah,
so I
it
imagine
was
it's like a
small.
little tiny fireball.
It's a 23 to hit.
Oh, dang, 23. Okay, yeah, that's gonna hit.
That hits.
19. I'm gonna do-
Oh, and Jadam, your trade roll that you're doing for Sparrow, I'll have that effect next time, like next Sparrow's roll, since they already did stuff.
plus 2. 5 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay,
and
Oh,
and?
probably a divine smite.
oh, okay.
Okay, Divine Smite.
Mhm.
So you're just gonna be like, da, da. Oh wait, did the music
No,
stop?
yeah, just
Oh, it did. Here.
immediately just squish and then just squish more.
Oh, wait. I think it's just.
That's 6.
Oh, that's really good. So what did I say? It was 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Here, I'll fix
Oh,
it.
yeah, sorry.
And 14 points of radiant damage.
Oh dang. Okay. Yeah. So then you go in to this thing and you smash it, and I kind of almost like the idea, if you're okay with it, that you smash it and then this thing like hisses again and seems like it's coming up, and then it's almost like you hit it again,
Yeah.
but this time you're like, smite.
Very,
Kind
you
of
know,
like when you're like, die, and then it's still moving, you're like, die, die,
Yeah.
die, die.
No. Oh God.
And after you hit it with the divine smite, it stops doing the really gross hissing
Yep.
and stuff, and it seems to just shrivel up and then darken, and then it just fades into ash. Not into me, but
Oh, God.
Okay, sorry, it took me a minute. I got it.
Oh, and also thanks to Chaos Magic, I'm gonna edit this one a little bit. After it shrivels up and all that happens, there's just a little bit of confetti that goes like, woo! Like,
You
pumps up, and confetti, like showers on everyone a little bit.
Interesting way to die.
Yes. I never heard of a creature that explodes with RT.
This
Yes.
is very strange. Where are we?
Ah, that's a great question. Gonna look out a
Mo,
window.
Are we in the
Mo
fourth
kind of looks
dimension
at
again?
the. Mo just looks around like.
not again.
Mo looks at Twinkle, who has the other leech, and says, "Do you think we should walk this around other animals just to make sure, or make a little trap for anything else?"
Oh, smart. Twinkle did say she's gonna be right back, so she may not be here currently.
But to Ellie and Cleo and Toby, just like, I could cast a snare and set it out, just to, or we can let it go and see where it goes.
I'm curious about the letting it go part, but
Let it go.
probably
You would have to do
Yeah,
something to
I'm not
it.
the biggest fan of that, especially considering it is keen on finding its home inside other creatures.
Wait, if the leeches are attracted to each other and we just got this really big leech out of this creature,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't that mean any other leech? I cast Divine Sense.
You do that, and you get a huge ping, way bigger than the one that you got from this one, directly, I would say probably like 30 feet from the shack, straight lined outside.
Cleo's Russian.
Okay, you guys all
I-
going
I
out?
point in that direction and go, big guy.
Let's go.
If you guys all start like piling out and stuff, I'm gonna say Kenneth is just like holding his kid. Is like, I'm gonna leave this to y'all.
Stay in here.
Okay.
Her.
But
But the-
yeah.
The action!
No. He just like moves.
Sheriffs
We have
know
to
when
keep
to
the
fight and
sheriff
when to
safe.
back away.
Yep. Twinkle, you're even told by a Tato that begs you to make sure the little girl stays safe too. So like,
Yeah.
Oh,
As the sheriff, it's your responsibility to stay alive. So you stay here.
I got it.
Is going to just mentally tell Dewdrop to go and take up Frederick's like position,
okay.
and Frederick to like bolt over here as quick as possible as a rock golem could do.
Fredrock does it and is like, but kind of trips a couple times because they keep like they're like still looking as they're running like so they like bump into some stuff and like roll a little bit.
Nope.
But they're like
Okay, set it down.
they're like keeping it,
Dewdrop will watch it.
sets it down and then just
Okay.
and then runs over to
Watch your feet. Yep.
almost steps on it.
He's
Honestly.
only a few days old. Everyone. Just a few days.
So, Cleo, you run out first, and you run out into what you assumed was in the middle of the day, but now it is dark.
Yep.
It has suddenly become nighttime, even though it was just like 4 o'clock or something a couple of minutes ago. Suddenly, it now looks like it's maybe 10 o'clock at night. You run out, and there's fog everywhere, and this fog seems unnatural. It seems almost like the fog that was pouring out of the creature's mouth earlier inside the shack. And as you look off into the distance, you see a silhouette of one of the doggos from earlier.
Outside of its pin, of course.
Amidst the fog, so it's just a silhouette.
Cleo,
Toby's like,
towards it, but kind of like is facing forward, but moving laterally to the right.
Okay,
Just like in a little bit of a stare down.
I like it.
as you're doing that, another Tato is using gust of winds to try to move the fog, but it keeps coming back
Yes.
and stuff like it doesn't want to dissipate.
So you get a better angle on it, and as you do, you feel a chill run up your spine as you get the sensation of a tingle of magic, just like earlier, and you feel like someone is behind you.
Ooh.
Do you turn away from what you're looking at to look behind you?
I don't.
Ooh,
Mo will.
that's cool.
Do
to
we
if it's
see?
Red Rock.
So everybody else comes running out. Just moments. This happens within moments. Just moments afterwards, and as Cleo has direct eye contact, kind of looking at the shadow, or the silhouette, trying to get a better angle to view it, and really paying attention to it. You all run out. You see the strange silhouette of this dog creature, and then you see Cleo. And all you guys see is a brief moment where there is a cloaked figure standing directly behind Cleo. You see a flash, a glint of glowing eyes, and then they lift up their cloak in a swooshing fashion, and Cleo is gone. And so is the cloaked
Oh.
figure.
That was that was great, Sparrow. Sparrow.
That
That was,
timing. Wow.
That was so good.
yes. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Sparrow. That was amazing.
Yeah, the timing. Ah, I like everybody's like the timing.
So he's
And then everybody else, you guys are taken aback, but then suddenly a shifting motion of the silhouette of the dog catches your eye as you see the dog grow and change and contort into something much larger before the fog gets too dark and too thick around. And you guys are now just standing amidst a foggy place of the zoo with nobody around.
At night.
And that silhouette disappears, and no idea where the heck Cleo just went. And that is where we are ending tonight.
Yeah! Woo! Woo! You guys did great, and Sparrow did too. Sparrow, if you want to come back on,
Yeah,
you can,
the
by the way.
timing. That was
Yeah,
beautiful.
that was
You
amazing.